All right. This is a video for subscriber requests. Thank you for your requests. I would just like to say thank you, and please continue to check out the community post. If you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Like the video, this one, of course, but also like the post. If you post a request for a free reading, please like that post and follow the instructions that are within the post. It's basic. I need your age, your zodiac sign, and your question. However, free questions are reserved for subscribers only as a show of appreciation. And if you missed the post, then join me for a live stream where the title is I go live 1 hour for answering free questions. And today, first up is Lalima Sani. Let's see, where's your question? Well, or not. Let's see. Can I get any of these to work? I guess not. So let me go see what your question is. Well, I know what your question is, Lalima. You wanted to know about going abroad, because I just read it. You wanted to know about going abroad and if that would be a good idea for you to go abroad and study, right? You were going to leave this job position and you're considering going abroad. So let's see if this is the right decision for you. Why do I feel like we just read this in a live stream and it was good? So let's see if Lalima, it may not have been you, right? Let's see if you should go and study abroad or go abroad to leave this job for the other job abroad. Let's see, for Lalima, Sony or Sani. Sorry if I'm messing up your name, love. I do apologize. Let's see. Pull 4 cards. I see you're back and forth. You'll be able to manage it well, but you have to let your guard down a little bit. It will serve you well to go. It'll be worth it. It's going to bring value to your life, and you should go. This is the Queen of Work card, right? So it's like, yeah, take off and do your thing. But you have to let your guard down. And to be honest, I read this question for you just like moments before I started this recording, and the star card came up, as well as it was good. I forget what the second confirmation was, but it was a big ol' yes with the star, and it was saying to go for it. And there was the 5 of Wands as well as the Knight of Wands, which let me know that you were internally struggling with making the decision to go. And the cards are saying you just have to let your defense down a little bit. You'll be able to manage this. Like, these are the 2 offers: stay where you're at or go abroad. And the guidance on that is like, go. You have 11 pentacles, right? 9 pentacles is self-worth, self-confidence. It's about having it all, right? You're right on the cusp of having it all. All you have to do is take that other step. But this card is like letting you know that you need to just go confidently, right? And accept the offer with this Queen of King. It's actually the King. Number 13 is the King. It's either the King or the Queen. I'm saying Queen because it's the woman, but whatever. They're kind of the same. Just take your time and get there, right? Like, this is a fast-moving energy. These are fast-moving energies, but it looks good for you. Let me see what the advice is there for you as far as work. And look, there's the boat where you're traveling the waters, right? Going abroad, going overseas to study. And the only thing that's standing in your way is you, right? Like you have your guard up. There is that internal struggle, and the communication is going to come in for you. Something is coming in as far as communication for you regarding this situation, and it's good stuff. This is a job, whatever you're doing abroad, if you're leaving this job so you go study, or if you're just going to work abroad, it's going to be fruitful for you. Ooh, I remember what the other card was. It was judgment, meaning that it was your purpose. It's your calling to go there, and you need to fulfill that calling. I wish I would have just left the cards out and shown them to you, and then done this portion, but since I did the reading and I hadn't pressed record, so whoopsies tootsies. But that's what it was. It was the judgment, because it said that this is your purpose and your calling, and the only thing that was holding you back in those 4 cards was the internal struggle, like the chaos surrounding it, but internally, right? So you're the one that's holding you back. You're defensive, and because you're like, I don't know, just not making the decision or not feeling it. It could be a lack of confidence, but you have nothing to fear. You will find self-worth, and if it's your purpose, then it's your purpose. Let's see. And if you were the person that I read for this question for like a day or two ago, it was like you would be leaving somebody behind. I think it was your sisters, but not to make decisions based on, your family missing you and making decisions and things like that, based off of somebody else's, desire for you to stay put. It seems like you have a little bit of fear concerning this, but once you do it and you just go for it, it's like you're gonna be okay. Like you'll feel really confident, and you know that this was a choice that was for your best. It's a really good financial decision to make for yourself with this 9 of Pentacles as well. You'll be able to stand on your own feet. You'll have more than enough to give to others. It bears a lot of fruit for you. But the main thing about that other card was like, it was that it's your purpose. It's what you're supposed to be doing. And then with the stars energy, it was just a big old yes, you should go, go, go. And things are going to start taking flight. It's like with 8 wands combined there. That's the strength card. As far as the major arcana, you have this, so you just need the courage to go, right? Go and show them what you're made of. You can do it. Just power through. And 8 wands being combined lets me know that there's going to be a lot of movement and action. It's kind of like that 5 of wands energy in the first reading, where there's a lot of chaos surrounding this, an internal thing. But this lets me know that there's communication coming in, and it may be a money offer if it is for a job. We have 11 pentacles. There could be a contract that needs to be signed, some kind of legal dealing or binding contract for you as far as this trip is concerned. But it's good. It's good. And you go from the 9 to the 10 to the 11, right? So it's like you're going to have so much. You just have to make the decision, and you may be feeling pressed about it because of the fast energy here within the wands. You may just be feeling like this is too much, this is too much, this is too much. Let's see. Believe in yourself. See, you're having some fear, which creates some doubt. There's it looks like another pentacle up there. It's probably not, but that's how I'm viewing it. More money. Just give yourself enough time to, acclimate to the new environment. But yeah, you should go for it. Believe in yourself. Which, if that's coming up, and then the strength card, you have to just kind of like go for it, right? And trust and believe in you. You have what it takes. You're going to find that you'll be very secure there. It creates a lot of security for your future. So that's what I have for you, Lon Lima. I hope everything works out for you. Sorry that I couldn't get your question up on the board. None of them are coming up. I wonder why. Alright, Queen 707 is a 20 Gemini and wants to know if she'll be in a relationship with SA in the future. I believe I answered this the other day for you during a live stream. Why do you not trust what comes, or are you just asking this question to like multiple readers multiple times a day? I'm curious about that. We can get to the rest of it, but I think we did that portion in the live as well. It's time to come up with new questions and stop obsessing. All right, start preparing. Your questions should be around, surrounding how you can prepare for this and what you could do to attract SA, back in. I remember this because of the initials. So I know I've already read this question for you before, and you need to change your question. I won't be reading it for you on a daily basis or a weekly basis because this question has already been answered. All right, so let's see. Will you be in a serious relationship with SA in the future? No. It is the Four of Swords energy. So, right now you need to give it a break. After a break, since I pulled it in the reverse, I will tell you that after a break from SA, man, I don't even like to say those initials on YouTube. It's possible, but let me just pull the rest of the cards and see what comes out for you, darling. It's time to switch your question there, girl. Time to switch it up, because it's like when you're doing that, then you're just waiting for the answer to change, right? You're waiting and you're getting confused in your mind. All right, we have, once this break is over and you come out of a, once you give it a break, that's when the person comes forward with this. It's a Chariot card. That's swift forward movement, but it's like all right, maybe you need to take a break and move on from this situation and get into the right direction, but you're still holding on with this Four of Pentacles energy. And what's the final card here? What's the final card for Queen 707? 9 in reverse. You are losing your confidence. You're putting too much value on the situation. It's like an unworthiness here. It's not unworthiness. That's the energy. That lets me know that you have low self-value, low self-worth when this is in the reverse. It's a lack of confidence in yourself. But you're holding on to this idea. It creates this, there's instability. Right? You're moving too fast. You need to slow it down and give yourself a break, because it's time to let go a little bit. You're holding on too tight. And what happens, you could have that fun SEX where, I'm gripping you up by the neck, but if somebody grabs too tight, you won't be alive. It's like constraints. So you're holding back from moving forward. You are what's holding this back from moving anywhere at all. All right, you need to give it a rest, give it a break. Make sure you're getting enough rest in your life as well, and because it's really playing on your self-confidence. And it's like when that happens, you're vibing at a real low. Your vibe's just real negative. In regards for attraction to come in for you, and what you'll attract is what you are putting out, right? And that would be somebody with low self-worth, instability, lack of funds, not putting, it's like, go to work, girl, make some money, turn this around. Basically, you need to turn this around and this, right? So you want to, because this is like you need to take a break, and this is like resistant to taking a break. You need to take a break so that you can move forward, but you're stuck here holding on. Okay, Queen 707. The recording cut off, but you know what I was saying as far as just you have to let go and release it and set your intention and just, you know, not move so fast. Give yourself a break there. So let's see, what is your oracle card for advice on your situation with SA? You need to work on your self-worth, inner strength, right? Okay, so you need to work on that and have courage and strength to, you know, not only work on your self-confidence, self-worth, and because of holding on is creating an instability in you, it's time for you to stand on your own. You know, 9 Pentacles in reverse lets me know, like, you don't only value yourself, but there's a lack of value for money and funds, and you could be draining a lot of money. I don't know if you are losing money because you're maybe trying to fill a void by spending too much. It's time to turn that around as well, okay? And have courage and strength and learn to trust your intuition and things like that. But it's really time for you to give this a break and let it go for a little while, all right? And so that you can start focusing on yourself, because if you don't, what you attract is going to be on that same energetic level of insecurity, lack of self-esteem. It also is like lack of funds. So there's like financial instability with that card. So that's what you will be drawing towards you. So right now, it's time for you to slow it down, let go a little bit, and release, you know, release and start turning the cards around so that, you know, you're not just stuck in bed all the time, stuck in, and, you know, with like the resistance to taking a break. Because the 4 of Swords in the reverse is, you know, it's that resistance. You're refusing to give it a break. You're refusing to let go. You're refusing to give it a break, give it a rest. And it's not working out so well for you, right? Because not according to that reading. So you have the inner strength to turn your situation around. So take the focus off of SA and really turn it back on you. All right, darling, I wish you the best. And now start changing your question, because this is everybody here so far. I've answered their question at least once in a live stream. So when I see this question again, don't be upset when I graze over it. It's time to focus on you. All right, darling? And to change your question up and make it a question about you, how you can turn things around. Let's see. All right? You have a wonderful day, Queen. All right. Who's next? We have Crystal Pinkett. Another person who has asked this question before. I've answered this within the past week. It's time to start switching up your questions. Is this a question that you run around from like platform to platform to platform to platform, like every day? Just, you know, asking tarot readers if Jay is tired of living with his sister? Let's see. It's all right. Let's see. I did this reading and it didn't record, so I know what it said, but the first card out was the Star card, and that was a big old yes. And then the second card out was the 10 of Swords, and that was like, he's so sick and tired of being there. 10 being he wants to end it, 1 being he would like a new beginning, and then it was the Page of Cups, or it was either Page or Queen, maybe, I'm not sure. There's an offer coming in for him, and it went right into the Hermit card, which in this deck it looks like a set of keys. So honestly, I believe that he is going to be moving out of there on his own. He wants to be alone, and somebody's going to offer him, I think, an apartment or something, some keys so that he can get out of there and be alone. And but to answer the question, it was a big old yes. So I'm just going to pull 4 more. Unfortunately, I have to do this again and not just reiterate what I just read. But let's see. Not for you, but for me. There's the offer. But that is a yes card. Yes, he is tired of living at his sister's. Now, nothing came up as far as an unhealthy living situation over there. Yes, and he wants something that is more balanced in his life, right? And we have the scales there, and I think somebody is going to come in with an offer for him. They're going to help him out, whether that's a financial offer for him or it's those keys that came up in the first reading so that he can get out on his own and be alone. He wants a new beginning. Is Jay tired of living with his sister? And does he feel that the people in the house are toxic and he needs to move out? Jay is working on it. He's working on it. Okay, this is a repetitive pattern here as well. We have 14 coins together. There is a healing going on, which also comes up with this star card in the first reading. But this is like somebody is coming in to mediate the whatever, and he doesn't have time to focus on whatever's going on in the house. He's focused on himself, working on himself, or work at best, right? Like at work. But with that scale there, I believe that is somebody offering him a lease so that he can get out of the current situation. Let's see. He's working on it. He's working on getting out of the situation, okay? Let's see. And then we have the Emperor. Yeah, he's going to move forward. He's in control of his situation, and he's like determined, right? He knows he has the strength to earn the funds. It's all about finances for him. I think it's just a place that he can afford to be right now. But somebody's coming in to offer him something, and it is this is a charitable offering. So they may offer him a place that he actually cannot afford, or a place that he may not be able to afford it, but they're going to offer it to him anyway. And he'll go just be like, sure, I'll do anything. I'll work. It's going to give me a lot of strength, and to get through, to power through the situation. But as far as him thinking that everybody is toxic, I don't think he cares, right? He needs to heal. He's pouring into himself, and he's gaining his confidence back. And somebody's going to help him out, because I think they recognize the work that he's doing. I don't like if this is like physical labor that he's doing. Maybe it's an offer, like if you work on the apartment, you paint it, you fix it up type of deal, I will let you live here for a very little amount of money. Or maybe somebody has like a room where he could be, have his own, but with a set of keys, like, and a lease. Or at least an agreement, right? A written agreement that would stand up in law as far as, legally. And I don't know if this is a father or a boss. He may be at work. A boss may offer him something, either more money so that he can get out of his current situation, or he's going to offer him a place. If you do the work, like somebody's offering him something possibly in exchange for work in order to get out of this situation. And it could be this figure over here. It's a boss, a leader, and we have an organization, a charity offering for him here. It brings a lot of balance into his life, and he becomes far more focused on the task at hand. Now, as far as like, does he think he needs to move out? Yeah, he does. He knows he needs to move out, but he wants to be alone though. He doesn't want to, if you're thinking that he's going to move back in with you or something, that's not what he's thinking. That's not like what the cards were saying. We have 9, 10, 15. Okay, so we have 15 pentacles combined. Oh, no, we don't. We have 14, which is the healing. Why I was thinking that was 15, because I was going to say, well, there's devil's energy, but we don't. That's the temperance energy, which also says that he needs to heal from the situation. And if it was a healthy environment, he wouldn't need to heal. There could be is there over intoxication of things in that household, because with the temperance being the major overall energy of this reading, it would indicate that there could be possible substance abuse there, and mediation may be necessary. But again, it's like a card that where somebody comes in to bring the balance, just like that Six of Pentacles. And it could be this boss that's offering him work in exchange. You know how people do. You do some work for me and you can have this place, at a price that you can actually afford. Whether it's taking it out in trade or whatever. There's a fair offer and a just one that's coming in for him. Somebody's coming to help him out. But it's a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type of relationship. He has a brave spirit, right? So I would say that he's ready to go, right? He'll take whatever offer and whatever job or whatever to get out of the situation here. All right. So that's what I have for you, Crystal. Now, next time, ask a different question, all right? Instead of the same question. I know I just read for this, I think within the last week, where we talked about Jay being at his sister's and you asked if he wanted to move out. But there's your answer again. And next time, though, I'm not answering it, all right? I have to, you have to come up with questions that are focused on you. And let's see. All right, so I wish you the best. I wish Jay the best too, and it looks like he's going to soon be out of his current situation. Okay, darling? All right, now on to Mountain, which is at Moncloa. Age 32 Gemini. Will I get a job in finance? Will Moncloa get a job in finance? Let's see. She get a job in finance. Will Mountain get a job in finance? Will Mountain get a job in finance? Let's find out. Well, it's uncertain at this time. There's like a stalemate, stuck energy. But yeah, once you make up your mind and open your eyes to what's in front of you, you'll be able to choose a career in finance, as this is work finance, right? You have to become a team player, so it won't be like your own gig. You'll have to, you'll become a part of a team. So let's see. Again, with the decisions, there's a job that you'll love, but then there's something you have to wake up to it. You have to wake up and start looking around, right? It's the Lovers card here. So you're uncertain. I think you're uncertain if you want to work, collaborate with other people or work on your own. Maybe open up your own, I don't know what you would call that, practice, or be your own boss. So I think you're just uncertain and stuck in that energy, and it's taking you nowhere. So you have to change your mindset concerning getting a job. But you could either be on your own, or there's 2 job positions for you to choose from. And one of them is for you to be a team player and collaborate with others. Let's see. It's not a lot of money. And then we have no to another one. So there's one that is either going to break you down, break your back. We have a 12 here. And this is kind of reiterating what I'd done these readings, because the recording had stopped. And it was kind of the same answer. You need to wake up. It was a 5 of Cups energy, which is a no card. It's a loss card. And it's you have to wake up to what's right in front of you, and that's kind of what this is. You're stuck right now, so there's something that you're not seeing in order to bring this to fruit. But yeah, you have a decision that you have to make here, and you're caught in between 2. And there's a decision that you need to make with the Lovers card, because you're caught between 2. And this is a real painful experience for you, but you have the power of a 12 as the overall energy. And it's you have to find the strength and the courage to move through this and take off your blinders and see things more clearly, because this has you pinned down, right? There's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of fear here surrounding this, and you just need to find your strength, right? You need to find the strength within and power through whatever it is that you're not seeing clearly. And it may be that you're gonna have to accept less than a desirable rate of pay at first. Let's see. What's the energy here for Mountain surrounding a job in finance? If you don't open your eyes, it will be no. A beautiful change. Look. Change. So there's something that's going to give, something that needs to change, and you're going to figure it out. So, you'll be okay. So there's something that's going to change, but it's for your benefit, or something that you need to change that will create the space for you to be able to, secure employment in finance. Okay. And that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for your question, and you have a wonderful day. Hello, folks. Thank you so much for participating. It's a new day, so let's see who's next on the chop block. All right, let's see. Jay Simone had a question. Thank you for participating, Jay. Appreciate it. Aries 45. What are my spiritual gifts? Let's see. What are your spiritual gifts? Let's see. What's coming up for Jay Simone as far as her spiritual gifts? You have a very powerful voice, right? Looks like you have a lot of strength and courage that you give to other people, and you help them decide. You don't take any crap from anyone. You're powerhouse here with the strength. And then we go the 7 of Swords, which is speaking about you take life's lessons and you take them and you run. Right? You help people out of sticky situations, how to get them out in a very, powerful way, quickly and swiftly. And you could be dealing with people who are going through breakups or something like that, where we have separation here. So this is letting me know that you know how to separate things in your life, but this is letting me know that when it comes to relationships ending with the power of 10 here, that you help people think through them, and you help them get out of unhealthy situations, right? That would say to me that you would be very good as an advocate for abuse shelters. You would, anyone who has gone through physical violence or trauma-based relationship, you could help them to find safety and security. And that would be a really good area for you to get into as far as spiritually, because you have the strength and the power to give to others and help them really get through these difficult times and situations with and kind of like encouragement, right? With confidence and courage to break up. It's not break up, but it's to end like really negative relationships. You have the strength to help people during the most difficult of times, whether it's a breakup or just a really difficult life circumstance, is what these 3 cards are speaking to me. It's like you help people to heal their broken hearts. You help people when they have been deceived or betrayed by others, and just help them to regain their confidence. So you are a powerhouse completely. This is like where you have the courage to get out of these situations yourself, but I view this as you help others that are just in a really bad way. More swords. So you have the mental capacity to power through just about anything. We have the arguments and disappointments. I feel like a lot of people talk to you about these things, and you are a wonderful communicator to help people get back on track. We have the Nine of Pentacles. You are filled with confidence, as is the Strength card with the Lion, right? God is on your side. God is like your leader, and God moves through you. And what we have here is you help people to navigate their self-worth, where maybe some people are internally fighting. You've had some bumps and bruises along the way within this read, and you are a fighter, right? You will fight till the end. You're also very good with money, and this speaks to spirituality. So you have the spiritual gift of communication, as well as and that gift comes through and shines through you in a bold manner as far as your voice is concerned. You know your self-worth, and you help others to build theirs up as well. So it speaks about valuing yourself, and you value the material world and things in it, as well as your safety and security. This is someone who has enough, and also has enough to give to others. And I feel like this is your strength. Like that's where you get your strength, is in being grounded and staying planted in the earth and helping others to build themselves up. Oh my goodness. Come back on. All right, I'll pull one more here. What are your spiritual gifts? You have the Magician, the magic touch. This is about new beginnings, but this is about having that laser focus. You can focus in on a lot of conversations that are surrounding you. You know how to navigate difficult conversations. You know how to navigate arguments, separations, heartbreak. Like you found that's where you get your strength. You gained a lot of strength. God gave you a lot of courage, and through a difficult separation in your life, whether that's a separation between you and your parents, siblings, husband, and relationships, God gave you a whole lot of strength here. Seems like you were beaten down in your past, and God gave you the strength and the courage where like you learned how to turn this around. This is the Midas touch. You know how to turn anything into value, whether it's monetary value or just self-value, self-worth, right? But you have 10 coins combined here, so you are very planted in your family. It just lets me know that you are very patient with people and trustworthy with people. You're a great manifester, and like you have that magic touch. You see things and you navigate difficult territory with ease. You help people to get into their emotions and be honest about them. No matter how difficult the circumstance, you will be able to change that circumstance. And people really confide in you because you're a trustworthy person, that they know that they can trust that you're going to guide them in the right way. It looks like you are a great confidant to many. And you take great pride in your family and the worth of your family, right? The value. You also take great pride in monies earned, monies gained, and making good investments, not only in yourself, but it feels like you are teaching others this as well. This is something that is lifelong for you. We have 3 roses in the cup here. It's just letting me know that you are very passionate about something, and I feel like it is about true and honest communications, and it's about family, being with family, right? And really honoring your family unit, the one that you create with your bloodline, but the one that you create with your chosen family. All right, let me pull you couple of these for J. Simone concerning her spiritual gifts. You have the infinity sign twice on the board. So like I'm saying, it is something that is lifelong and ongoing for you. You will always have this strength and courage to, you know, really move through life with confidence, and it works for you, not against you. You also have a spirit, like you're not afraid, you are not afraid to stand your ground, right? You're not afraid to say what needs to be spoken, even if you're mincing words. You will say it, you know, and you have no problem separating, not like people, but separating yourself from the situation and helping others as well to get out of difficult situations. Just because it feels like a lot of people pain dump on you, where they may dump a lot of their life circumstance, they may confide in you a lot, and they may dump all of their pain into your lap, and you are a person that knows how to separate that from your family life. That you know, a lot of us can't do that. You know, pain dumping for me is like energy wise, it puts me down in a low mode. It's draining. Not for you, because you could, for some reason, can separate that. I wish I knew how to navigate those territories. Touching earth, so you're very planted in the earth, which means that you're very grounded and everything is in divine order, right? We have that you are sort of like an earth angel, if you can see that card, and it says planting something new. So you're all about watering your own garden and starting fresh and new, and showing others. I really feel that this is you showing others. You can see in the hands here, you have the healing hands, so you are a healer, and it may not be hands-on healing. I feel like it's more the lines of communication, that God gives you the right things to say at the right times, and how to navigate difficult territory in your life. Stop turning off, summoning power, instinct. Look, instinct, intellect, and control. That's what you have. That is your gift. And you know, and your strength comes from God, right? From the Lion of Judah there. And again, this is your foundation. So a lot of strength, courage, and you just know what to do and when to do it. And you move like that. You know, you don't sit and wait and ponder. You act. And you act accordingly, and you allow the lion to move through you. So very good. Thank you for your question, and have a wonderful day. All right. Isabella had a question. She is an 18-year-old Taurus, and she wants guidance. What guidance do the cards have for me regarding my education and career choice? I'm majoring in elementary education. Okay, I'm not sure, but let's see what the cards have to say to that. Let's use a different deck here. Career guidance. Why is this deck up? Alright, career guidance regarding education and career choice. Okay, what is the guidance for regarding your education and career choice? I'm not sure what you're asking as far as like the guidance, what you want to be guided on. But we'll see what the cards have to say about the advice for your education and career choice, majoring in elementary education. Okay, you have a lot of work ahead of you, and you may need to dole out some responsibilities to others. Okay, this isn't a card of giving up. It's a card of like, I'm overwhelmed and there's a lot of work ahead of you. So as far as your career and your studies, there's a lot left to study, there's a lot left to learn, and you may become overwhelmed with this. So make sure that you are doling out responsibilities to others and asking for help. All right, we have the devil. So if you the workload could become very unhealthy, right? And as the education, you know, the workload as far as your studies could become very overwhelming. You may have an unhealthy environment as far as work is concerned as well, as far as the career choice. We have the Knight of Swords. You will bowl through this, and there's like conversations, and you're going to be thinking. You could get, all right, it's important for you to be mindful not to adopt an unhealthy pattern of thinking when you become overwhelmed with your circumstances, okay? So let's see, Isabella, 18 Taurus. You will get a job offer with this Knight of Swords energy. At least, you know, an offer, maybe it's to come in and review for a job, interview for a job. But I would say that this is like just an offer period to get into the career choice of your dreams. Page of Cups, you have a new beginning and an emotional attachment here to the children, not like in a weird way or anything like that, but this speaks about children here, so it is a good direction for you to go in. You are a powerhouse when it comes to this, but you are, like I'm gonna say, for the education, you have a heavy workload in front of you, and as far as that is concerned, we have the Four of Cups. Make sure you're incorporating meditation. You need to withdraw from some things sometimes. Okay, Five Cups together. So that speaks about sorrow and sadness. You're going to have to deal with a lot of children that are going through a lot of emotions that are withdrawn. Okay, they could come from unhealthy environments. So make sure that you keep the skill and really tweak it, and so that you can conversate with them. You're going to have to deal with some adversity in the education system once you are employed, because there's the offer, and then here's the children, and here is the sadness combined, right? They are withdrawn, they're sad, and you need to talk to them. Don't hold back when it comes to the conversation and going to the right people and authority figures and so forth, because they could be coming from you could be dealing with children who have parents that have substance abuse issues. You'll be dealing with children that have anger issues and really unhealthy environments. Okay, so they appear to be withdrawn and they will be reserved, but they're also going to be a handful. All right. This is saying to take your time. There's a turtle climbing out of that cup. So just make sure that you're very patient when it comes to your career choice. Okay, not the choice, but with the children themselves. Okay. God will give you the right words. Just make sure that you're going to the authorities. It's almost like you will be some of their saviors, and it is a great burden on you. It's a great responsibility. So make sure that you are assigning some things and not taking your work home with you. Make sure that you can leave the job on the job, and I know that's hard for anyone to do, but especially for teachers dealing with children if they are playing on your mind. But that is just a word to the wise, so that you don't let it interrupt your interpersonal relationships off of the job. As far as your education is concerned, you may be like really overwhelmed, and I would just say be mindful of anything that you do to relieve any of that stress. Okay, be careful of any substances that you may be prescribed or indulging in, because they could work against you. All right, so just make sure that you're getting to study groups and things like that, and don't let like other students dump their workload in your lap and think like you're going to carry the entire project. No, make sure that you are just doing your share. All right, we have Judgment. As far as your career is concerned, it is your calling. This is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. when it comes to these children. They need the lifesaver, and you are it. You are chosen to do this. This is your life's purpose, and you are being called, right? So it's your calling, and you're on the right path. That's what that means to me. So, make sure that you're communicating with God, all right, and receiving the information to give you the right words to speak to the authorities as well as the parents, and how to treat the children that are coming from these unhealthy environments, okay? But you are a blessing to them. You will find the words, I promise, but it is a great burden. It is a great responsibility on you, but it is your calling, okay? So you have chosen the right career path. Tenderness, true love and compassion. Now we are talking about your career choice. The school, it's just a lot of work, right? Like, you have to get through the education, but this is your calling because you have that tender, loving touch. You have this warmness, and you're very compassionate toward these children. So yeah, some of them are going to be a pain in the ass. Some of them are going to be smart-mouthed. But others of them are really, really, really going to touch you to your core, and it will be required. Great compassion for the children will be required of you, and it's just letting me know that, like, you have what it takes to maintain this position, as it is a gift from God to you. This is what you were called to do. This is what you need to be doing in your life, and this is your true life's path and purpose. School will be ending, right? So that's the power of a 9. So I see that the education, you will complete your education. All right. So I wish you the best, teacher. Good luck on your path. It looks wonderful for you. I'm glad that you are honoring your purpose and your calling. All right. Kashish, always screw it up, but Kashish, Virgo 19, may I have some guidance for myself because I am in college and I'm trying to focus on studies, but this love interest thing make me distract from my studies, and I really think a lot that what that person whom I like think of me and all. Well, first of all, stop seeking validation from a relationship. Okay, so you're seeking validation from the person that you want. It's almost like you're trying to fit in, and that's not where you need to be. You need to be focused on your studies and not focused on the boy. And when you're overly focused on a boy, it lets me know that you are seeking outside validation from your surroundings, from boys at hand. Now's not the time for boys. Now is the time to really get down with the books, because the boy's going to be gone and you're going to be taking summer courses if you don't get it on track. Let me just see what the cards have to say. Queen of Swords energy. That's all about communication and higher state of learning. It's time to be honest and truthful with you and cut out the boys. Okay, focus on your education. And there's something mentally going on for you, but do you see she's got the boy's head in her lap? She cuts them off and puts them in her lap. This is all mental. She doesn't really do that. So that is not a direction or instruction or guidance, okay? The guidance is to cut that out of your life, right? And start being the queen of your words and of your mindset. So you're allowing a boy to distract you. Do you really want to have to do extra schooling because you got caught up in, boys? 3 of Pentacles. All right, start talking. It's time to start collaborating, and this speaks about teamwork. So this guy down here is, he's got a compass in his hand. Compass is about direction, but he needs help. So it seems like you're going to need a little bit of help within your studies. All right, as far as college is concerned, it's important. The guidance for you is to join a group, maybe a study group. Maybe grab a gal pal and join a group with her as an extracurricular, right? Maybe a debate team since you're holding the sword. You need to be firm and create boundaries for yourself with this Queen of Swords, and speak your mind. Be clear and direct of what it is that you like, but it's time for you to get out there and start talking to some gal pals and joining a club or a group with them, or on your own, where you can meet someone other than boys, especially the one that's on your mind. All right, there we have. You have the decision to make. The choice is yours. Love is on the brain, and you need to make the decision if you would rather join a club or obsess over love. It's really in your hands, right? It's like, here you are, you're supposed to be studying, but you're doodling. You're probably, I love Billy Bob and whatever. You know what I'm saying. You're fiddling around, and it's time to be serious. If you want to indulge in dating and relating, make it a group effort. Don't be alone, okay? You're getting a little bit too caught up in somebody else. It's like you're fantasizing about this when you need to be more serious and about this, right? So let's see. For Kashish, the advice for her getting caught up in boys while she's at college. They're very distracting. So join club, but the decision is yours. And there's more than one club that you can join. You just have to join one. Again, we have wait on the boys. It's time to wait. Your goal, you have your sight set on something, and your goal is to finish college, right? With a degree. There's always time for love. Wait on love. Start pouring your cup of love into your own self, right? This is about unconditional love. This is about being single. This is about loving you, right? And put all of that love into yourself. We have three on the board. It could be a confirmation for you, but it's just saying wait on love. All right, this is a card of waiting on love and pouring into yourself, right? And keeping the eye on the prize, not fiddling around and by yourself when you should be communing with other people, whether that's in a group atmosphere. Start collaborating on studies and realign your focus where it needs to be, right? But the choice is yours, and you are responsible for your own life. So let me pull you one of these, all right? Join a club and wait on the boys. That's what this is saying. The soulmate will come once you learn to love on yourself, right? And respecting yourself means putting your ambitions and your studies first. All that other stuff is secondary at this time in your life, and you need to respect yourself and enough to pour into yourself and into your studies, and just wait on this soulmate love to come in. You have plenty of time for that, right? You don't want to interrupt your studies, and you certainly don't want to be stuck at having to go to summer school, to take classes over the summer while everyone else is on break, and indulging in the dating and relating. So keep the dating and relating to a minimum until you have breaks. You go home on your winter break, your spring break, and summer break. So there's plenty of time to indulge in both, but have your priorities in order. Abundance. Focus on the monies, girl. Fortune, wealth, and plenty. So if you get yourself together, that's what is waiting for you, right? And this is also about you are enough. You are plenty all on your own, the queen here. But if you do right by yourself, that's what's waiting for you. It's the power of a 10. So the end of school, of college, provides a brand new beginning of abundance and fortune and wealth and having plenty. You are enough on your own. You're worthy. All right? Thank you so much for your question. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for participating, Kashish. And good luck in college. Good luck, darling. All right, FK. TK. 32 Libra. Currently, I have no job right now. What would be career advice for you? When things will get settled for me? I can't ever answer a when question. When is not very good in tarot as far as like timing and things. You have been stuck for years and you're so done with it. Okay, 32 Libra. You have no job. Well, I would say get offline, and if you're online, start circulating your resume. You know, you have to put your best foot forward and just keep looking, searching and seeking until you find a job. Is there a pattern? Do you have like, I'm gonna ask if you have abandonment issues from maybe a parent from childhood. A lot of times these issues from childhood, they keep us in this place of lack, and it affects the jobs that we take, it affects the choices that we have surrounding them, and it really keeps us stuck in this place of want instead of have. Knight of Swords, Nine of Wands, and Four of Cups. All right, this is letting me know that you can't give up. You have to do the work, right? Don't give up. Oh, I see that you are beaten down, you're tattered, you're torn, and you're at the end of the road. This is about like you're at the end of the road. So there's an offer here that's coming in, but if you are too focused on that cup that's empty, you're not going to realize the cups that are around you. You're not taking any offers. It's you that's blocking your blessing. It's you that's not taking this offer, because here you are. You're not accepting anything because there's something from the past that you are still focused on. But don't give up on yourself. Continue to pound the pavement and move forward in this life. There's offers coming for you, but you're not taking them. So you blocking your own blessing, and I don't understand why. It's about integrity and honesty, so make sure that when you're filling out your applications and resumes that you're being truthful within them and really just doing the work, right? You have to let your walls down somehow, and maybe you're just not accepting offers because you may think that you want something different or better than the job that is being offered to you. We have the Six of Swords. It's time to move on from something, and we have Seven Swords together, which is like escaping. So you're the great escape artist, right? I don't know if you quit jobs or if you run away, like if you cut and run too soon. But it's time to be honest with yourself, because you are creating this block within yourself. Queen of Pentacles. There's the money offer. Queen of Security. Queen of Security. So there is a financial offer coming in for you, right? And it's going to take some time. It's going to take time for you to resolve whatever this is, whatever this blockage is, and you're going to resolve it by being honest with yourself, okay? And moving forward no matter what. Don't give up. Continue moving forward. This also is a card that normally says that like maybe there's travel involved, like travel over water. It doesn't have to be over water, but travel involved in moving forward. So I don't know if there's a residential change, a change in scenery that you need to go out and about and start, getting into. I'm going to pull some other cards, just I can't reach them. Getting out and about. Maybe you need a change in the areas in which you've been applying for work. Let's see. But once you do the work, the offer's coming in, and she's the Queen of Pentacles. That is like business owner, and but it does take time and patience. So be patient with yourself, okay? Thrift shop magic. So Maybe go get yourself a new outfit from the thrift shop. Or this could say that could be an idea of starting a business on your own, like a consignment shop. But this is also, watch your money. Like, don't be overspending when you are not employed. Maybe apply at a thrift shop or consignment shop, a dinks and dents store. Something used could bring money in for you. Maybe selling something or consigning your clothes, it could bring an income in for you. And we have protection, so you are protected at this time. This also has a paintbrush here, so there's something here for you that you could maybe, I don't know if you're artistic or whatever, but you may have the supplies that are needed, as well as you are protected. But maybe it's like you should, maybe there's something that you can create for yourself, and maybe you'll find the supplies at a discount store. Maybe those are areas in which you can look. There's a suitcase there, and I would say talking about the traveling. I'm not sure. Change your course. But there is light at the end of the tunnel because you have the rainbow in this card, which lets me know you're going to make it through the storm. And you know, rainbows are about happiness. And then we have the messenger. So, all right, it's time to communicate, but the messenger is letting me know that a job is underway for you. Like, it is coming in for you. Okay? So, just work on yourself a little bit, and don't shoot down an offer just because you think you're beyond it or above it or anything like that. Really consider what your options are, because the job is coming, right? We have it in two cards for confirmation, where there's a financial offer, job offer, and here it is again where you're going to receive the message or the call or something that is like, hey, would you like to work here? Maybe sell some things in the meantime, between time. And if you like to shop, make sure you're shopping discounts and not retail. Okay, you're protected. Don't worry. God's got you. And, you know, I really wish you the best, darling. And have a wonderful day. Bye. Thank everyone for participating. Take care.